Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk on this Friday morning. We have finally made it to Friday, and we got a cloudy, windy day on our hands, it looks like. And guess what? We also got a first alert weather day today. One more time, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off with talking about just that, what's going on outside, why we called this first alert weather day, and we got another one hot on our tails or cold on our tails coming for tomorrow. So I'm going to get my screen set up to share with you here so we can get a check of that. Give me 1 second. Click the wrong thing. Whoopsies. All right. Right now here in Fargo, we are sitting at 35 degrees, a heater out there. And again, you can see that. Oh, 1 second. Guess I didn't share it with you. There we go. Okay. 35 degrees and cloudy here in Fargo. We just saw that on our sky cam there. It's going to be cloudy, windy throughout the day, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy as we head on into the 2 o'clock through 5 o'clock hours here in the area. Going to be a clear night, but the reason why this first alert weather day was called is hunting season. I mean, deer opener is coming and snow is possible. So this morning, even when we went to the Minnesota travel maps and we clicked on Highway 10 around Lake Park area, we could see on the cameras that MnDOT has out there that there were some flakes flying over there, okay? So it is coming. Here in Fargo, it was awfully wet when I was on my way to work this morning. Roads were very wet out there, but it wasn't anything too crazy, but it is something that we want you to be mindful of as we take on this hunting season. So partly cloudy this afternoon, cold northerly breeze, gusts up to 30 miles per hour. And we saw that on our sky cam too, and we've been talking about it. We always say if it weren't for that wind, and I think that's definitely going to be the case for today and tomorrow. So tomorrow we're looking at mostly cloudy, gusty northerly winds up to 30 miles per hour. Again, chilly afternoon. So I'm going to click here, see what we're looking at for tomorrow forecasted around the region. Looks like up in Rolla, they're only going to hit 21 for a high tomorrow. Awfully chilly. Fergus, you're going to see about 30 degrees, and then down in Sisseton, 30 degrees as well. But it looks like, as would be expected, colder up north. 28 here in Fargo is projected for tomorrow. So again, that first alert weather day, hunting season opener, snow possible. Great for hunters, but definitely something we want to be mindful of just because we haven't seen that so far this season yet. So it'll be a first for us. Here in the 11-day planner, again, first alert weather day today and tomorrow. Sunday, we're looking at breezy, partly cloudy. Check that out. Monday, 38. Tuesday, we're warming up for Veterans Day. That's 48, low of 29. Going to feel a lot better than that low of 18 on Monday. And then as we take on the rest of next week, we're looking at mid to upper, and then Sunday, I guess, mid to upper 40s. Friday, we'll hit 50, and then we're going on down once again to that 45, 43, 37 by next Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So remember, our First Alert Storm Team works very hard to keep you updated in the know with everything that's going on outside, and you can stay up to date with everything that they're working on over on the VNN Weather app. So that's available in the App Store, free to download, easy to use. You can get those forecasts right at your fingertips, so we can keep you posted on everything that's happening throughout the Red River Valley, and it follows you even beyond. So this app will actually follow you no matter where you go. So even if you're going to dip out of the Red River Valley for the winter, I know you snowbirds are probably getting out of here sometime soon, that this app will be able to follow you and track you. And it's great to be able to know what's going on back home, right? So great tool to have, especially as we take on these first alert weather days, as well as this burr season, the burr months. Here we go. I want to move on to our news portion of this segment. We've got new details on what the Cass County Sheriff's Office is calling a very active and ongoing investigation into that deadly shooting out of Horace Wednesday morning. So we now know the name of the victim. Authorities say she's 23-year-old Sakina Kadi. Her boyfriend, 21-year-old Derek Lobo, has been arrested in this case. We'll pull up his mugshot here. Wednesday morning, authorities did arrest him for reckless endangerment with a dangerous weapon, as well as child neglect. Deputies and first responders were called out to the Carlson's Place apartment complex around 8 Wednesday morning after they got a 911 call. Deputies say they received several reports of an unresponsive woman with injuries before finding Sakina in the hallway. Cass County Sheriff's Office says while this investigation is still very much active, they will provide her family with as many updates as they possibly can.
The experience of traumatic loss in their family. So it's important for them that they have answers as to what happened, like any of us would if we lost a loved one and we weren't sure what happened.
That was Cass County Sheriff Jesse Johnner there. He was saying, let me pull this up quick. That audio was a little low. They experienced a traumatic loss, so it's important to them to have the answers as to what happened, like any of us would want if we lost a loved one and weren't sure what happened. So the Cass County Attorney's Office says there is a chance that Lobo makes an appearance in court today, his initial appearance. When we did check the court calendar yesterday, there was nothing set up for him, but we will be sure to update you, of course, once something is officially scheduled. And it is important to note here that Valley News Live has been in contact with Sakina's family, and out of respect for their religious beliefs, we are choosing not to share a photo of her. And we got a tragic update here for you. Danica White, the Spirit Lake tribal member, 23 years old, has been found dead. Her body was recovered from a body of water shortly before 3 yesterday. This follows an extensive search operation that started on Saturday. Several law enforcement agencies, local, state, and federal, participating in this search. Tribal authorities say there's no indication of foul play at this time, but the search did start after White disappeared following a 911 call for assistance at around 6 a.m. on November 1st in the Fort Totten area. Spirit Lake Fire Department arrived 19 minutes later, but White could not be found.
We have handed out 4,952 pipes at 7,090 visits.
So that was Robin Litkey-Saul with Fargo Cass Public Health about a day after the prevention coordinator shared with Valley News Live how the syringe services program had been utilized in the community. Now distribution is stopping. So this decision comes after we shared with you about the program. City of Fargo providing us with a statement letting us know about the change. It reads, out of an abundance of caution, the syringe services program element involving distribution of glass bulb pipes is being suspended due to potential concerns with interpretation of the current state law. So the pipes are a part of Fargo's expanded syringe services program. It was a traditional needle exchange back in 2018, but has since expanded after data showed there are more overdose deaths from smoking drugs rather than injecting them. Engagement has skyrocketed since the program started distributing materials in February. Valley News Live did reach out to the North Dakota's Attorney General's office. Drew Wrigley, a spokesperson there, told us they've got no comment. We also reached out to Fargo Cass Public Health for another interview following the one we did with them on Wednesday that we just showed you a clip from. So far, they have not responded. One person, though, who is sharing her thoughts is Fargo City Commissioner Michelle Turnberg. She was on her partner Flag Family Media's Jay Thomas show yesterday afternoon. Let's take a listen here.
This is ridiculous. Those people working in harm reduction should be trying to work themselves out of a job.
Yeah.
Should not be patting themselves on the back for increase. Those numbers are terrifying. That is not a good thing. We want to decrease that, have hardly anybody using that because we're putting that money into treatments and helping people, not enabling them.
Topic has since been added to the agenda for Monday's Fargo City Commission meeting. Valley News Live does plan to have a team there, and we will bring you the very latest from what's expected to be a pretty heated conversation. And take a look at this. This is a video, once I get this rolling here. This is a video you may have already seen online. I know I've seen it circulating around the Fargo Moorhead pages on Facebook, but you're watching a hotel worker here. If you have not seen this yet, let me break this down for you. You're watching a hotel worker sanitize bed sheets in a guest hot tub. Whole thing was caught on video at Expressway Suites in Fargo. These cleaning methods are now being questioned by guests who say they're contacting the city. One we spoke with, and I can't get the audio working here, but I'll just summarize it for you here. She thought that the hot tub was down and the drain was broken. They were trying to soak up the water. But then when this employee started adding more in there and stirring it around with a broomstick, she was wondering, well, what's going on there? You can hear more about what the hotel had to say. That's over on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can just click on this story. And remember, everything that you see on our desk here, that you see in our shows, that you see on our Facebook page, these are all on your VNL News app, too. This is a great tool to have those breaking news and local stories right at your fingertips. We're able to send you push notifications there. So if there's something going on within the Red River Valley that we feel you should know about right then and there. We'll send you a push notification out. Free in the App Store, easy to use. No matter if you got an iPhone or an Android, you can fire this up and we can get a hold of you pretty quick. That's all I got here on this First Alert Weather Day. Remember, hunting opener, season opener starting today. We will have coverage for you on what we're looking at for these First Alert Weather Days during our newscast on that VNL News app, as well as on our Facebook page. So we'll keep you in the loop if anything's changing there, and you can stay in the know with everything that's happening. One more time, that's all I got for you here on this Friday. I will see you back here on Monday. I hope you have a great rest of your Friday and an even better weekend. I'll see you then.